Welcome everybody to the Fartin Martin channel. This is my second time recording tonight. Because the first time the game audio was too high. It was over my voice and I wanted to fix that. So we're going to rerun this game. Yeah, we're gonna rerun this game and see if we can catch 3 more dubs because in the first video I recorded, I won the first 3 matches. I'm going to post a couple clips of that right here, right now. All right. And so yeah, so I definitely caught those stubs. But now we're going to see if we can do it again. Here we go. So my first video, I was kind of a little bit all over the place about what I was talking about in terms of the game. And this time I want to be a little bit more, what's the word? I want to be a little bit more, I'm trying to think of the word. Dude. All right, I want to be a little bit more, man, I drank too much water. I was like, because I didn't want to have dry mouth for like this video, but now my stomach just feels bloated. All right, let's see here. So we're gonna do it the same way last game or last video. We're gonna start off with Franco, then we're gonna do Hanzo, and then Maya, because just trying to recreate what happened in the first video a little bit. But I might do a different legend, to be honest. Oh, yeah, we don't have a marksman. Oh, Edith is a marksman. I didn't know that. Yeah, so, damn, I feel like I'm about to burp. But I don't need a burp. You know what I mean, guys? All right, let me stop. So, yeah, this is Franco. He's very awesome. Yep. Okay, I'm being so lame this video because like I had all the nice energy in the first video, and I think I don't know, having to re-record it. It just it's fine, guys. Let me just try to talk about something that I got planned for the future of this channel. So there's going to be, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start working on the breakdown series of Teen Titans. I'm a big fan of the Ink Tank and the way he breaks down Ben 10 episodes. So I'm going to be employing a similar breakdown style to his. I'm going to give credits to him in the way I'm going to set it up. But I think I want to rank the episodes and kind of just go through the episodes and just point out like interesting stuff. As like someone who wants to one day have their own cartoon, I'm very passionate about speaking on animation, and I'm just a big nerd too. So like this stuff, I'm just like, it's just really nostalgic to me. I could talk about it for days and like break down the nuances of animation, and there's just such a, I know that there's a plethora of a community for that stuff on YouTube because I'm part of it, and I go to those videos and I see they get mad views, they get mad support. A lot of, honestly, I feel like video analysis is truly like what keeps film alive nowadays. Like, to be honest, like in cartoons, everything that we love, the fact that we talk about it and keep it on people's minds, so that when these properties come out with a new movie or something, we're like, actually excited about it. You know what I mean? All right. So here I'm Franco. I'm a tank with this hook. I'm gonna snag one of these people. Hook. Oh, I got something. Oh, Edith is dead. That is not good. I let down Edith, man. Oh shit. I'm gonna try not to curse too much because I don't have like a no cursing rule on my channel, but If it slips out, it slips out. Oh no! That was such an exaggerated reaction. But no, in this game, every bit of health matters. So when you take any bit of damage, it's truly. Oh! Oh! That was anticlimactic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've already watched my Cartoon Network ranked breakdown, but I did a tier list of all the Cartoon Network shows that I watched, just about. Some of them didn't, I forgot to put on the list. Like, I don't know how. I had like over 50 cartoons, but there were some that were missing, I realized. But I might do an updated version of that in the future, but I want to just keep going on to different things, though. I want to do I already recorded a Nickelodeon shows tier list. I just need to edit that. And I'm planning on doing an anime tier list as well of all the animes that I've ever watched. And yeah, I'm like a big media consumer. I consider myself like almost like an expert on it. No, I'm kidding. I know. Just as someone that really wants to become a cartoonist one day and a director and a writer and all these things, like I definitely feel like I can speak on it, even though I have no real experience. Oh shit. How the hell did... Oh, I'm cursing. Hold on. Oh, my stomach, it just doesn't feel good, guys. That's kind of playing into my terrible playing right now. Right? It's my fault because I ate a peanut butter and jelly. Then I decided, let me have half a donut as well. So that was a mistake. I should have just... And that peanut butter and jelly was fat too, bro. Like, I accidentally used too much jelly, but I didn't want to, like, waste it. So I just, like... I'm talking too much. All right. Boom! Get out of here! Get out of here! Gone! Sorry. Snack! You saw how close that was? Oh, it was right there. Oh, my stomach. Oh, God. I need to chill with the sugar, man. I said that in the first video, too. Ooh. We are just eating up this turret, man. All right, let me do a little bit of explaining for our non... Oh. Your team destroyed a turret. Damn. The fuck? All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop having such exaggerated reactions every time I curse. Like, it's just what's gonna happen, guys. But I don't want to be a cursor, okay? And what I mean by that is I don't want to, like, be going so hard that if you guys are, like, outside trying to watch the video, like, around your family and stuff, you can't even enjoy my content because I'm just setting off alarms. Oh. I'm too fine with it. All right, let me shut up. All right, but yeah, let me do a little bit of explaining of the game because I've just been playing and talking, which is what I did last video. And I feel like if you didn't know anything about the game, you would be a little bit confused. But I kind of like, I don't want to say I'm making this video for the people who do know the game, but if you don't know the game and I'm just explaining it, it might just annoy you or bother you, to be honest. So that's why I kind of wanted to just play and talk. But let me just give you a quick rundown. Okay. So here there are 3 lanes. There's the middle lane, and then there's the bot lane, and then there's the top lane. It's 5v5. And everyone has their role, and everyone has their, what's it called, class. So I'm a tank. So I don't do a lot of damage, but I'm very tanky, can absorb a lot of damage, and I have some pretty interesting skills that can help in a team fight. Like I can pull someone really close, like this. Yeah, I missed. But you get the idea. I can hook them in and get an assist with my teammates. And yeah, let me get back to. All right, so real quick, we're just. Oh. So real quick, we're okay. So there's these things called the minions. They release every 30 seconds, I believe. In front is a shielded minion, then the caster minion, then the cannon minion. So the shielded minion doesn't do as much damage, but has more health. Caster does more damage, less health. And the cannon minion's a mixture of both. It's kind of like buffed up minion, right? And every time you kill these minions, they give you gold. And you need the gold. Your gold's up here in the... Oh. Ah, screw you. Okay, so your gold is in the top right corner. And if you click on your gold amount here, it opens up the shop. And you can still move while you're in the shop. At least I think you can. Yeah, you can still move when you're in the shop. Unless you stop moving, then you can't move anymore. I didn't know that. I'm playing on blue stacks, by the way, so this is an emulator. I think. Okay, we're just standing here getting blasted. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, the minions. So yeah, there's minions here. And then you want to kill them. See those little health bar? You want to get them on the last hit. Because that's... You don't get the gold unless you get the last hit on the minion. So say, what's it called? Say one of these minions gets the last hit on the minion. That gold is honestly wasted. It doesn't belong to nobody. So you want to get that last hit off on there and get that gold. Oh shit, why'd I pick this fight? That was a big L. Oh. Okay, another cool thing is this is the map. So anywhere that you click on the map, you can see. The only thing that you can't see is enemies in the bush and the middle part of the jungle. You can't really see in this area. This like rectangular box that I got right here. You can't really see within this area of the jungle, but you can see the lanes. And I think you always have vision of your own minions. So if your minions are pushed down the lane, you can see what's going on around them, but you might not be able to see like you can't see on the enemy's side. Wait, yeah, you can. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, guys. I think I'm feeling lethargic from that peanut butter and jelly. Damn, I keep slaying these fools. But, like, I shouldn't be. Because I'm not really doing the work. I'm playing like, I don't know. I'm not playing like a true tank. A true tank would not be getting all these kills, I'll tell you that. What did I just do? I just wasted my... Alright. So what else can I explain? So these purple monsters on the map, they're special compared to... Alright, so all these dots and stuff are monsters. The blue things are speed boost. So let me show you what the speed boost looks like. This is a speed boost. You run on it and it pushes you forward. You can go through walls with it. Like, I failed. But you can go through walls with it. The green monsters are just green monsters. The gold monster is a gold monster. I'm sorry. I'm sounding like so ironic and like sarcastic. There's so much to explain in this game that if you never played it, it's just like it's overwhelming, honestly. But I think I'm doing good right now. All right, so MVP me. Okay. Yeah, you got that. Another thing to keep in mind is that there's a certain level of salt in this game in terms of There's a lot of people that think they can play better than you. Oh, I'm one of those people. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. No. I don't genuinely believe that. I believe that what wins the game is the teammates. It's not really just a player. It's the cooperation. At least at the highest level. You can't see that was the L on my part. I barely protected my teammate there. I'm doing terrible. It's because I'm so focused on you guys. I'm not really focused on this game. If I was, I wouldn't even be talking. Here I go. I think I'm gonna kill myself. Oh no, I was just gonna troll. Damn, these guys are playing pretty weak. Yeah, let me just destroy these guys real quick. Yeah. So yeah, you got not every legend has 3 abilities, some have 4. But you have a passive. Over here you can look at what your passive is, and it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but this is basically passive, meaning this is an ability that you have all the time. Or not all the time, but it's an ability that you don't have to click. So for me, for this particular character, it is if no damage is taken within 5 seconds, he gains extra movement speed and regenerates 1 HP per second. It begins accumulating Wasteland Force. Franco will consume all Wasteland Force on his next skill, increasing his damage. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know Franco's passive was that. So, yeah, it definitely does you some service to read up on your skills and the items in the shop. All the items in the shop have different passives and different stat effects. So they're broken up into these categories over here where you have attack items, magic items, defense items, movement items. You got all sorts of cool stuff. GG. Yes. I didn't even really have to try that game. My teammates were carrying. That's a term for, when you or your teammates are just leading the team, really. See, I got silver. But I did pretty good. Oh my gosh, I did the worst on my team. But still, I did pretty good. I'll take it. Report my team. So that's an example of the salt. There's a lot of that. But to be honest, this dude literally had 11 deaths and no kills. That's pretty pathetic. If we're looking at the stats, he was in the team fight, so it wasn't like he was doing nothing. And he did do more damage than the assassin did. So I don't know. I'm gonna like this guy. I feel bad for him, so I'm gonna like him. All right. Yeah, I was just explaining the game for like the last half of that match, and like I said, it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring for me to just sit here and talk about the game. Oh! Let's join a match with our enemy. I love doing that. If I like beat someone, I love to play a game with them and help them catch a dub. I'm so cocky. I'm such a cocky asshole sometimes. All right. Yep. There we go. That's our teammate that he said like report. He was mad, so we're gonna give him a nice win here. I'm gonna play Hanzo. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna wait before I'm gonna wait before I lock in. Clint. Okay. So yeah. Let me show you what the heroes look like. Oh, I can't. All right. Well, these are. Oh, I'm done. I'm done explaining this shit, guys. I just feel like I could talk for the whole video about this, and I don't want to. Like, that's not what I wanted this to be. Like, there's so many more YouTube videos on like how to be good at Mobile Legends. I don't need this. Doesn't have to be that. Yeah, screw that, guys. I could talk on and on and on about the different abilities in this game and the skills and stuff, like, but I just want to talk about the future of this channel. So I want to do, yeah, I said I wanted to do, tomorrow I'm having a live stream, guys. So tomorrow I'm having a live stream of me drawing. I'm going to be doing some digital art drawing, and I want you guys to basically give me recommendations on what I should do with my characters, because I have some original characters that I wanted to make. I'm doing a drawing of Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now. I want to finish that one up, and I'm going to do that on stream. So, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to hanging out with you guys and, like, actually, like, oh, man, I picked the wrong ability. And actually just, what's the word? Yeah, just getting to know my viewers and sharing some stories and some experiences and stuff like that. I've always wanted to have that kind of interaction on YouTube. So, yeah. Damn, my bad. All right. So I'm going to turn on auto translate so I can see what my teammates say. So this game, it's all right. I'm going to try to get level 4 as soon as possible. Which should be possible pretty soon. Our enemy team, the enemy child just said XD. Interesting. What the hell? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be having a breakdown series of Teen Titans. I'm gonna be going through every episode of Teen Titans, breaking that down from the very first episode and ranking them on a scale of like 1 out of 25, because that's how Inktake does it. And I was thinking like doing a scale of 1 out of 100 or something like that, but I think 1 out of 25 is, it's kind of more interesting to rank it that way because it pushes you to be more decisive, I guess. Because you can always just multiply the score by 4 and you'll get your 100 out of 100 there. Oh, they took the turtle. That's not good. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on this dude because I don't want him to get too comfortable. Yeah. I'm going to try to take his blue buff. Okay, got the blue. I just robbed that fool. Now I'm going to take out Chow. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, there's Chow. He like ran away. All right. All right. I'm going to go get back to jungling. You felt tremendous love. Huh? That was terrible, guys. Oh, gosh. See, my energy was so much different in the first video. I promise, guys. I was like, what's up, guys? Now I'm just like, bruh. Nah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a review of the Avatar Way of the Water movie. I think I already said that. I kind of wanted to watch it in IMAX or 3D because I really want to blow myself away with that first viewing. Yeah. I'm gonna steal this guy's red buff. It's probably not gonna work because he's already on it. But he doesn't know I'm here.
Don't be afraid.
He's probably like, what the heck? How'd he get me? He can't see me when I'm in the bush. Oh, now he can see me. Did you really think I was gonna let you get away with that for free? Alright. Sometimes it's better to, you know, not try to steal it from them if you got a good feeling like you can kill them afterwards. I just had a feeling like, man, I got my ult. So my ult is this ability where I can basically come out of my body and do some damage. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I let that Maya do that. Now we gotta go kill her, Maya. Die, Maya. This is dangerous because Maya can do a lot of damage, but not to a G. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry being so cringe. I don't know, man. I've always been cringe, you know? Ever since I was a little kid. My voice was so much more nasally than it is now. I remember I used to hate my voice. I used to be like, damn, bro, why can't I just have a deep voice? Just sound masculine. Like I just always sounded so nasally. And I still get into that voice, but now I realize that's just part of who I am, you know? I can bring it down a little bit sometimes. Like when I'm relaxed, I can talk like this, I can talk like normal, but sometimes I just want to talk like this. Like, I just want to be I don't know, it's just a little character. And that's the whole reason why I made Fartin Martin, the cartoon. It's because I feel like my whole life has been some sort of cartoon sometimes. Like, and I don't even mean like I'm the main character. I just mean like my shit's just so wacky sometimes that I'm just like, bro, this would be a funny ass cartoon. Oh shit. Yeah. Doing some damage. Oh, I'm out of here. Let's just get this game over with. I'm going easy on these fools for you guys, but I'm done, bro. I'm just gonna put the hurt on them. I'm taking out their turret. They don't even know what the hell's going on. They're over there fighting, wasting their damn time. Screw this. I'm just gonna dismantle them. Oh, and I got that. I'm out. Can't catch me, biatch. You can't catch me, biatch. I'm too fast. I'm out. I'm out like the wind, bro. I'm too fast. Can't catch me. Uh-oh, this guy can catch me with his hook. Yeah. I just want to get that gold. Give me that gold. Uh-oh, this is not good. Damn, this guy's kind of smart. And I'm out. I'm going to take out this monster. I think I'm going to kill my thing like this through the wall. That is just like so convenient to be able to do that. We're just going to... I don't know, I just want to get gold. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm going like gold hunting mode now. Uh-oh. You don't want to mess with one of those. What the hell did I just do? I just wasted my damn thing, bro. I wasted my ult. I literally could have killed this girl. Yeah. Screw this. All right, I think I'm in a position where I don't need any more gold, but what I do need is... Oh, shit. I do need to put pressure on them so that they don't try to come back. That Chow, he's like... He could be a problem for sure. Yeah, this is a little tricky. I'm gonna go stick with Clint because he does a lot of damage, and I need that right now. I need that extra support. Damn, what is he doing? He's so hard to catch. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Oh god. No! Woo! What? What? Oh, what? Are you serious? I wasn't even worth all that, man. You didn't even you didn't have to go the extra mile to kill me. He using his ult and everything. See, now because you were thirsting over me, look at that. Your mid lane is gone. You should have already been there, Lance. You made a mistake. A mistake will cost you your life. Your whole life is mine. Shit. I also want to be a voice actor a little bit. Let me see if I can do a good Broly impression. Kakarot. No, stop. Let me do my Hanzo impression. I am the greatest ninja. Ooh, and I got a kill. Ooh, I'm too fine with it. I'm sorry, but Hanzo's just different. Leave him alone. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Snoop Dogg's impression of Conor McGregor, but it's fucking hilarious. He's just like, he does like this British accent. Ooh, look at all these minis we got here. Damn, that's just a problem, man. I hate to. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm fucked. Man, I just cursed again. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, it's not really. That's not who I am. I mean, it is, but it's not. I'm not just that. I can be a good boy. All right, here we go. Goodbye, you fools. You're all dead. Mine. Oh, shit. Okay. I was a little extra. I'm sorry, guys. Just trying to bring it up. Bring up the energy. Stop. This is going to get clicked off of. All right, I don't know. Put in the comments, guys, just your favorite comic book characters. I'm just curious. It's very satisfying when you get to this point in the game. You're just winning. You know you're going to win. It just feels good. Like, there are times where I don't know if we're going to win, and I hope we get one of those during this video, because I want you guys to see how I operate under pressure. Because when I operate under pressure, it's a different kind of play style. And I'm comfortable in that pocket. I've been there many times before, where this game just looks unwinnable, but we just bring it back somehow. This game, I'll say they're formidable to an extent, but I could just tell that my teammates are good enough that I can like play a little bit lazy and still get away with it. There are times where you won't have that opportunity. You'll have to be covering up your teammates' ass, but that's not this game. So, I mean, as you can see, we're collapsing their base right now. We're here with it. And there we go. I think the game's over. Yep. One hit away. Yep, guys. Was that one game? No, that's two. Yeah, that's two games so far. Okay. Man, it's fun to be here with you guys. Like, and I'm not actually with you guys because this is a video. That's why I wanted to do a live stream tonight, but since it was my first live stream ever, it wouldn't let me do that. It said I have to wait 24 hours. And I still wanted to do something tonight that felt like fun and interactive. So this game is truly an interactive game, and it feels social. I really got to pee. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty. My favorite directors. Let me just get right up into it. My favorite directors are Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese, the Safdie brothers, Christopher Nolan. There's so many good directors, but I think some of my favorites are definitely Martin Scorsese, the Safdie brothers, and Quentin Tarantino. They just have a really amazing way to build characters and storytelling. Like Uncut Gems was so good. Uncut Gems was amazing. There's so many good movies. Like when I really think about it, bro, there's so many good movies on this earth. And I would be so happy to just make a movie, man. Like truly. It's like a dream of mine. It's a dream of mine to make a movie, to make a cartoon, and to make a YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is literally like my dream. This is something I've always loved YouTube since I was like back in 2009 or something like that. Like when it first came out, I was always in love with YouTube. I grew up with YouTube. And I grew up watching, PewDiePie and Tobuscus and just seeing their faces on a little corner of the screen, and it's like crazy because a lot of my friends growing up throughout high school, they kind of like started doing it, started not doing it. But, we were kids. But when you're like an adult and you just have the blessing to be able to make content like this, it's just like, it feels so much more fun. It makes you feel like a kid again because you can really appreciate what you're doing as you're doing it. I feel like if I was trying to stream as a kid, not to say that people who started streaming as a kid don't really appreciate it, but like when you've gone so long without doing it, thinking it was impossible, and then you start doing it, it's just like, damn, this definitely feels like so new, so awesome. It just totally like, because I've always just been a consumer. I just always watched movies. I've always just watched YouTube videos. And I started getting really into breakdowns of movies, breakdowns of my favorite cartoons and animes. Like, and that's when I think I stopped being like a straight up consumer and I started thinking more from a producing aspect. Is once I realized like there's so much more that goes into a cartoon and a movie than just the end product. There's a whole like story behind the story. I think one of the Safdie brothers or Quentin Tarantino made that quote, but like truly, like just to make anything come to be, it's just truly, it requires so much strength and determination when you think about it. Even just a game I'm playing, like the sprites for the game, like I remember this game first came out in like 2014 and no one was really rocking with it at the time, but I was always a fan. Or no, it came out in 2017 and I was always with it. And that's why it's, I play to this day, and I feel like I'm one of the best players on the planet, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I'm probably not that good, but I'm pretty good. I'd be surprising myself with some pretty awesome stuff. And hopefully I'll surprise you guys. All by myself in this lane right now. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. Oh, shit. I'm going to die. All right, guys, this is war. This is no longer just, me having fun. Me just, look at that. No, this is war, bro. They're freaking up my bot turret, bro. What? This is some bullshit, bro. I'm getting heated, bro. You don't understand how good I am at this game. Like, you can't be doing this to me, man. It's freaking lame. Die. Die! You shall be punished! Come here! You bitch! You must understand that you cannot mess with me. No. Don't be messing with me. Die. You sucker. And we gotta retreat. Squeeze. Honestly, I've never really like. Actually, no. Let me not crap talk this guy. Ooh, he's healing me. Wow. I was gonna say I don't usually like playing with Estices because I know he's a tricky legend to play, and some people just don't do what you got to do with him. But this guy seems to be helping me a lot, so I'm not gonna knock the dude. He knows what he's doing. And he's healing me. That's just amazing. Just to have that help. Come on, man. Oh shit. Damn, this is a crazy fight right now. Come on. Damn, there we go. We got a kill. Retribution, man. Woo, that was intense, guys. You just saw like a high caliber matchup for me because I don't usually get into scraps that long as a Maya. I'm usually like an in and out kind of Maya player. Oh shit. I overstayed my welcome for sure there. Heal me, buddy. I'm ready for you to heal me. Oh shit. I don't want to overstay my welcome. Been there before. Does not feel nice to just get shut down so easy. Oh, there we go. Got some good going on over here. Yeah. Damage. Take that. Right, I need to recover my mana. Oh shit. I'm trying to like recall and I'm hitting request backup. Okay. So obviously the blue bar is mana. Everyone knows that. So what's up with Cartoon Network games? Alright. I used to remember Cartoon Network games being so fun, so well made. Now when you go on the website, like Flash isn't even like a program anymore, but these games look like the most Flash games that you've ever damn seen. They look like shit. They look like shit. Oh my gosh. I know it's like praising like anything being made, but you can tell when something isn't made with like real passion because just the assets are like lazy, the animation is lazy. Like it's just ooh. It's just Cartoon Network games used to have such a charm to them, and now they just suck. I feel so bad for this generation, truly. Thank you. He even had the insight to tell me to wait. I'm not opposed to it. Angry Beavers? That's a cartoon. Let's kill him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. No, I'm out. Sorry, buddy, I'm out. Once Kagura joins the fight, I'm out of there. And Harley, yeah, let's do that. Let's come here. Come here. Ah, Estes, come on, bro. Sometimes you gotta know when to leave the lane. There's other things going on. So it's important to know when to rotate. Because when you think about it, the game really relies on... Oh, shit. Oh, no. We just played into their hands big time there. Oof. Oof. Damn. Interesting. This is an interesting game for sure. I think our team definitely has some incredible talent on it, though. So I don't see us losing this, but I don't see it being an easy win either. It's gonna take some finessing for sure. Oh shit! I could have. Oh, what the hell? I thought it was over, and then he like pops right back in. Ooh, yes, heal me. We're gonna grow. Yes, heal me. Yes. Oh, that's just very good. Oh damn! I'm dead. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I was begging for my life there. I won't cap. Damn, this Estus is going hard on the healing. Damn. This guy's... Oh, he's gonna kill me. That's enough. I'm dead. At least he used his ult on me. Yeah, get in there, guys. See, we're doing good. They have the elements to definitely just mess us up. But as long as we're straight, I think we're good. That was a redundant statement. I'm sorry for doing that to you guys. I'm sorry for being so redundant. Redundancy! Legendary! Murder these minions! I'm tired of these minions. I want them all gone. I just want to blast down these people's door and show them what's up. Fuck you. Die. See? You see what happens when you mess with me? You just die. That's simple. That's simple. Don't. Damn, I missed that. Oh, no. Fuck it. Ah. I should have drilled him. Good job, guy. Good job. Look at all of them guys killing without me. Just winning. It's a shame. No, not my team. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a piece of shit sometimes. Oh my god. I'm mad when I'm not the reason that we're winning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect, guys. Sometimes I do put my team above me, but that's when I'm playing a character that you would do that with, like a tank. But as the DPS, I should be really doing some damage, and I just feel like I'm not doing that right now. So let me just play a little bit more tactically and see if I can really make an impact on this game here. Because I don't want to just coast into a win. I want to show you guys I'm a dominant team player. I mean, I'm the same way when I play basketball. You know, I may not have stamina or good shooting capabilities, but when I'm on defense, I'm done defense, bro. So I think I need to play a little bit defense. I'm coming to mid to defend. Here we go. We got two of the enemies in mid. This is a good opportunity to show my stuff. Staying at the range where it's safe. Okay, I'm going to hold back. Come in at just the right time. Or I'm coming in. Oh, shit. There's a lot going on. Hell yeah. I'm just healing, though. This Estus is next level right now. Ooh, shit. What is going on? Nope. I prevented him from being able to recall. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to go to support the Lord takeover. Oh, shit. Yes, I stunned him. Yes, I made my mark on that guy. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. Sorry, guys. I'm really quiet because like I'm really focusing now. Damn, there's a lot of dangerous. Yeah, that looks. Why are we? It's over, man. They were probably expecting me to like jump in there, but I just knew it wasn't gonna work out. So it's like screw it. I mean, Alpha's not even. Without Alpha there, we don't have anyone to hold them down per se. Yeah, I kind of helped there a little bit. There we go. I got another kill. Not really justified, but here we go.
Wise choice.
Shit. Alpha? No, Alpha chose to. That's a good play on Alpha's part, but I'm gonna die. I just need to get a little bit farther. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say that was Alpha's fault, but I feel like if he stuck by me, that would have been better off for that whole thing. Because we would have been in mid. Everyone would have been in mid and we would be fine. What is happening there? Rita 600. Damn, this does not look good, guys. We just wasted that Lord big time. That's not good. There's a term called throwing, and that's where you're like winning, and then you guys just start to do some really dumb plays, and then next thing you know, you're losing. And I think that's what's happening right now. Is we went from like a winning position to like, okay, they can turn this around pretty quickly, even though we have a lot more turrets down on their side, but damn, that's just kneeling there in these death pose. The honorable knight. Yeah, get him. Yeah. Alright, we're doing some mad damage now. They're respecting us. Oh shit. Yes, feed me. Feed me health. I'll mow them down. Oh gosh. Damn, Estes is the bestest teammate. Yo. Ah, shit, I'm about to die. Okay, I'm alive, so I'm gonna go farm. I know it's probably like, why would you farm now? Like, there's so much going on. Exactly. Now's the time to farm when there's all that shit's going on. You just go around, get your health back. At this point, let me see what items I got. Actually, let me kill this guy. Let's see here. We just need Paw's Claws. Oh, fuck. That was crazy. No, they're BMing us. They're trolling us. Do they think they're gonna win? Do they think they're that good? Have we been dropping the ball this badly? I'm tempted to just say goodbye to my movement speed and say hello to highest physical attack, because it gives you a little bit of movement speed anyways. I'm going to save my gold, and when the time's right, I'm going to make that decision. It's going to put me over the edge. At a certain point, you want to sell your boots. And you're in that really late game stage, and you just need that extra edge over your teammate or your enemy. We're higher level and we're losing. How is this possible right now? This guy's good. There we go. Got him. You're good, but you're not invincible, guy. I'm going to get this red buff so I will be invincible. It's going to actually give me a chance to come in there and just clean up how... There we go. Did you see that, guys? I really got on her ass. Alright. Here we go, here we go. Kill Lord. I'm down. Why not? Why not kill the giant that will guarantee us victory? I have so much firepower right now. If I could just land a hit off. Dude, I had so much firepower. When I use my Q, my F, and my R, my attack speed is lightning quick. I can melt anyone if I can get a hit on. If I can get one hit on them, I can surely get 5. Like, it's that fast. But it's just, damn. That ranged attack. That ranged attack fucked me up. Screw it. I'm just going to sell one of these items that just doesn't seem that important. Like, this one doesn't seem that important when I need attack, bro. I need strength. I honestly should have grabbed a defensive item, too, now I think about it, but it's all good. Let's look at our attributes. The attributes are... Yeah, I have, like, the highest physical attack on the team, 626. In fact, the only one that's better is their Maya. What kind of build does their Maya have? How the hell does he have more attack than I do? What the frick? I'm not sure how they have that attack, but I am sure that we're killing this room. Dude, I just died that fast? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, we're all dead? Yo, this is one of them games, bro. It's one of them games where this shit is getting serious, bro. All right. What's the plan, guys? Oh, fuck. They're literally... No. They're knocking in our door. No, they won. No!
Defeat.
Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? That's really how that... I mean, that was the last game. I don't want to end it off on that note, though. Let's do brawl mode. Damn, man, that shit pisses me off. Fuck. Screw that, bro. We were chilling. And then that happens. That just leaves a big old poopy in my mouth. But yeah, tomorrow we're having a live stream. I really hope. I wonder if anyone's actually going to watch it. All right, I know someone's going to watch this. But yeah, we're going to have a live stream tomorrow. And we're going to be having some fun, guys. So come on around, yeah. Come around to the town and have some fun. We're going to be reviewing movies together. I'm cringe. I'm cringe. You are my friend. Whoa. Naruto. Sorry. All right. So some of my favorite cartoons are Adventure Time, Steven Universe. I'm a big fan of Steven Universe. And there's a lot of people that and I understand the aspect that you don't like Steven Universe because it's quote unquote pushing gays. Um, I've heard people make that statement before, but to me, it was never like blatantly pushing gays just for the sake of pushing gays. It just so happened that the characters happened to be gay, and I think there's a difference. There's definitely a difference between, you know, a character that really just never really characterized themselves as having like an exact preference. I'm pretty sure they're open for being one or the other. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, if it's not obvious that they're straight or they're not obvious that they're gay, and then you make that a thing, it seems a little bit more realistic to me than the other way around. I don't know. I don't know how I'm explaining it. I might be explaining it like really stupidly, but yeah. Well, yeah. I think the reason why I think it's not really pushing gays per se is the fact that all the characters are depicted as girls. You know, all of the gems are depicted as girls. So how can they be gay when they're all one gender basically? So how are they gay? They're just, I don't know, they're just one gender race pretty much. There's no male gems. There's kind of male looking gems, but like just like there's kind of man looking woman and woman looking men. So it's just like, for me that's not really pushing that. You know what I mean? It's not really pushing. You know. Like I think the way they did it in the Scooby Doo remake was just disgusting to me. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not saying being gay is disgusting, but I think when you're using, you know, either a straight relationship or a gay relationship as like one of the most eye-catching aspects of a cartoon that had nothing to do with relationships in the first place, that to me is disgusting. Like that's like taking like, I know Scooby Doo isn't like for really young children, but it's one of those cartoons that you saw as like a really young child. So like when you take a beloved character and you just make them gay for like no reason, to me that's just like, it's just frustrating because you wouldn't do that with like I don't know, like you wouldn't do that on Nick Jr. I don't know if they are doing that. If they are, that's disgusting, bro. Because kids at that age aren't even thinking about relationships. But if you're showing them, hey, it's okay to be gay, like when you're like literally 3 or 4, it's just like, what the hell are you trying to tell the kid? It's just like, bro, people will naturally develop those feelings on their own without having to be told like it's okay. For me, like that's the weird part. Is like I don't have a problem with gay people or people liking gay people or anything like that. I actually really do like gay people, but I'm just saying like when when like a parent tries to encourage their kid to be gay, that to me is just as weird as encouraging them to be into the opposite sex at such a young age. That's like being like to your 3 year old, like, yeah, it's okay to like those girls, right? Like or something like that. It's just like weird to me. It's just like, okay, bro, just chill out. Like I don't think I was like a very sexually frustrated kid, but even I didn't get around to getting crazy with it until I was like 12 or 11 or something like that. It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's just not necessary to be getting people into or getting kids into these ideas at such a young age because it's just going to make them even more confused, you know? And I think what it really needs to be is like everything needs to be desexualized, which is very weird to say in today's generation, but everything definitely needs to be desexualized. Like, there's a lot of sexualization in pretty much every market that you look at nowadays. Like games, high levels of sexualization. Like even in this game, it's subject to that. Like the characters just got like really revealing outfits on. But at the same time, like, it is that way if you choose to interpret it that way. Like, that's what I also appreciate the free the nipple movement, because it's like trying to devalue the the nipple, because that's pretty much the only part of a breast that requires censorship, as shown where like pretty much you can, as a girl, you can walk around with like these nipple covers, like these star nipple covers. I don't know if that's actually a thing, like it's actually legal. I'm pretty sure the only thing you need to cover as a girl is the nipple. Like a lot of dresses work around that idea. So yeah, to me it's just like I wouldn't be opposed to that, because I feel like genuinely what would happen is, oh man, I don't want to say something that like gets me canceled and stuff like right off the rip of my channel. Like say some misogynistic shit right off the rip. But it's just frustrating because I feel like a lot of opinions people can have get turned into, like, let me just preface this by saying this, okay? Because I don't think no one really makes this debate, this gender debate, um, in any of the debates I've seen on genders. I've never even seen this debate on genders before. But let's just think about it. When you were born, did you pick what family you were born into? Did you pick what area of the world you were born in? Haven't you ever thought, like, if you're an American and you're watching this, or any developed country, haven't you thought, like, how much of a blessing it is that you just happen to be born in a developed country where you don't experience, like, the terrible trials and tribulations that you've seen in other countries happening today? Like, forget history, like, today, bad shit is going on. And it's like, I'm sure we've all had that thought, like, man, it's kind of surreal that I'm experiencing this level of peace in a world that has historically had so little of it. And it's just like, you never chose to be what race you were. That's like, you can apply the same argument that I'm constructing right now. You can apply the same argument to race and gender. Is that you did not pick the gender you were born. You did not pick the race you were born. You did not pick the mental or physical conditions you had when you were born, but you just had to deal with it, because that's just literally the definition. I think, not the definition, but it's one of the rules of life. Is like, you really just have to like play the cards you dealt, you know? And it's like there's almost like these like walls that you have to fit into to like fit society and not step on anyone's toes. But I think the whole idea of that is a little bit stupid in of itself, because you never even picked it. It's like, what I'm trying to say here is, you really don't even have that much in common with even your own family, in my opinion. Like, and what I mean by that, and that's like the way I've worded that is so stupid, because that's not the message I'm actually trying to send here. Is that, okay, the statistical chance of your family is just absolutely astronomically like so high. It's so random. It's so spontaneous when you think about it. And I'm using all these big words. I'm not making the point any clear to understand. I'm sorry for that, guys. What I'm trying to say here is, okay, look, I kind of have like this belief of reincarnation. Not really, like not definitively reincarnation, but I have this idea that where every living thing is connected to like some overall life force, right? And I'm a Christian, by the way, but I also have these different ideas that I think about, and it's like, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like, I'm just spitballing here, so just work with me. Be a little bit flexible and imaginative. What I'm trying to say here is, like, think about it. The chances that your family was all one color or one race, it's just like, I'm trying to say here is, when your family was born, when your mom and dad was born, you know, they didn't choose to be the colors that they were. Their parents didn't choose to be the colors that they were. Their grandparents, no one has ever chosen to be the color that they are or the gender that they are. They were just born that gender or color. So therefore, when you identify with your gender and your race, it's like a good thing and a bad thing in a sense to me, because, and it's not a bad thing, it's just like you have to have the right perspective on the situation. I think, I don't think like this gatekeeping way of behaving about being a boy and being black and being white, it's just so stupid to me, because you never actually picked to be that. You just were that, born that way. So because of that, why are we like arguing over these dumb things oh, why are we arguing that? Okay, here's an argument, because I'm trying to apply it to too big of a thing. Here's an argument: is that men are evil, girls are not. Girls are evil, men are not. Why do those arguments or those ideas even exist if the fact that
You can't run from the moon forever shine upon us. Shut down. An ally has been launch attack.
oh, well, this game's over.
Where is under attack?
Yeah, why does these things even exist? Wait, what? No way this game is still going. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. I casted this net way too big, and I'm catching a fish that I didn't. I'm catching like a dolphin, and I want to let it go. No, I'm just kidding. Why am I kidding about that? That's terrible. Alright, let me get back to the root of this argument. The root of this argument was about being gay and being straight, and then boys versus girls, different races. What I'm trying to say here is no one is born the race that they are or the gender that they are. Wait, what? I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying no one picks the gender or race that they are. Therefore, why do we stand on hills that we didn't even create? Why do we want to die on a hill that we didn't even create? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to say here is, damn, I just keep running around in circles at this point, and it seems so close to connecting in my head, but I'm just not delineating it properly. Damn, man. Okay, let me just step back a little bit. What was the point of all this? Okay, the point is,
what I want to do.
that we need to be more understanding. We need to be truly more understanding of everyone else's perspective, because we did not pick what we are. We did not pick what we are. So why do we bash other people for who and what they are when they didn't even pick to be what they are? Like, I think about some of my white friends. Like, I have a white friend who literally told me, like, he just felt like almost kind of like ashamed to be white. You know what I mean? Like, he just didn't. There's just so much bad history about, white people and, what they've done in America. And there's a lot of good history too, but, it's just like sometimes different when you look at it from a different perspective, and you're not looking at it like through the whole thing. You're looking at it from a problem that arose from a distinct perspective, which is the problem that is white people are like terrible people because they're racist or something like that. And it's just like people that make that argument make a lot of white people uncomfortable in their own skin. And I'm playing like devil's advocate here, because yeah, black people have been experiencing that suffering for a longer period of time, and they weren't inflicting that on other people. But like, what I'm trying to say here is, like, it's just sad to me that this kind of idea that you have to pay for like the sins of your father basically exists, you know? Like, I know there still are a lot of racist ideals being passed down generation by generation. In certain areas it's very like prevalent, but at the same time it's just like there's just so many people who just want to move on from that, I feel, and there's just some part of us that is not willing to let go. It's like we're holding this generational grudge, like this societal grudge on not just different races but genders too. Like it seems like the shift in the power structure of men and women has left like this grudge on both sides, you know, because the women had always kind of had the grudge against the men for like being so uncivil. Like compare the lack of women's rights to the lack of black rights. Afterwards, you know, the black people have a like a hesitance towards the white people, and think about it the same as where the women have a hesitance towards the men because they've heard stories and had experiences where men were just completely obscene. So that like kind of like gets passed down generation wise, even as society gets better. And in some areas, it looks like women have it so sweet still, or have it so sweet now, and they're like they have all the power and authority ever, but there's still some other areas where, and other people's experiences where that negative relationship between the man and woman still exists, and we end up feeling like, man, we're not doing enough, or we're doing, you know, we're not doing enough, and that's what I feel like the problem is. A lot of times we feel like we're not doing enough, and really, we are. We're just got to be more patient with it, and like still stay fast to the things that are working. Um, and
Why don't you just surrender? Your life shall be shattered in an instant!
An ally has slain the turtle.
oh shit, my teammate. Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Sorry guys, I was on some good shit, and then I just like dropped the ball. I picked Dairoth because he's a character that I can usually just play without really thinking because he's so easy. Back to what I was saying.
Enemy has been slain.
Damn, I kind of lost that point. Give me a second, guys. What was I saying? Men and women, black and white. Yeah. So like, there's just this thing where I feel like there's just this thing where I feel like, yeah, I just don't get it. Like the girls that just hate guys and the guys that just hate girls. If we just take a step back and just realize that they didn't ask to be a girl, they didn't ask to be a guy. They're just doing the best that they can to fulfill the societal norms that entails. And even being black, like a kid that didn't ask to be black doesn't really have like a black personality per se, but it's just trying to make it in life, and people are ridiculing him for like acting or sounding white, or cultural appropriation where a white person may be influenced by black culture in a way, or in some way comes off as black in character, and then that person is ridiculed for their existence, and being told that they're ignorant and stuff for the way that they talk and carry themselves. And it's like people are like a result of like what they see, what they hear, and what they experience and what they do. So to a degree, it is their fault, I guess, if you want to put it like that. But at the same time, they are just a product of who they are. And it's just like, what I'm trying to say is like, this whole just bashing other people just for the sake of, I don't know what it accomplishes. It truly doesn't accomplish anything. And that's why I said, when I see so much of it, I always feel like I look past it because it's so beneath the way I view the situations a lot of time. But then I feel like nothing ever good happens because I'm not doing anything to help the situation. And I know that sounds like a very hopeful, um, what's it called, viewpoint to have, but I truly feel like if we kind of, I feel like I have ideas that could help society. As stupid as it sounds, I mean, it seems like a problem that is just overwhelming. But I feel like us just having conversations like this about things and just being real about shit and just bringing it down to a level where we can actually talk about it is just so much more important than who's right and who's wrong. Because I'll always argue that I'm a little bit wrong and I'm a little bit right. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just a matter of perspective on almost any problem. You know, any problem, and it can change. And that's the beauty of a conversation, the beauty of adapting in life, is that things can still function under different stresses, you know? Like air still can function under extreme heat. It's just gonna go through like a change. And I don't know who's trying to quit this early. Who the hell is a quitter? Yeah, so but I want to actually bring this debate to a very interesting debate that I feel like I have a good argument on that I don't see a lot of people bringing it, but like pro-life and pro-choice. This is a touchy one. This is a very touchy debate topic, and I'll be more than happy to delve into my opinion on it right now. First and foremost, I want to say that a woman's right to her own body is unequivocally her right. I don't know if I use that word right, but it is 100% her right to her body in every single exact meaning of the words, that it is her right to her body. I truly, oh shit. Damn, screw me. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that it is a woman's right to have an abortion. It's a right to have an abortion. It is. If she wants to have an abortion, even if even if the man was a good guy, like a really good guy, and they were in a really good relationship, and they just accidentally, and then they were disputing over this, but the guy wants to have the child and the girl wants to not have the child, I agree that it is the woman's call. It is the woman's call. It's definitely the woman's call when she's raped. It's definitely the woman's call when it's incest. It's definitely the woman's call when any of these terrible stories that you hear of women being unable to get an abortion in these extremely dire circumstances. Like, it is their right. I 100% agree, and I'm there with you 100%. But at the same time, what I'm about to say doesn't devalue what I just said. I want to preface that. I 100% believe in what I just said. But at the same time, you have two hands. You can hold two things at a time, and I believe you should. I believe that you should also weigh the actual severity of the effect of that action that is abortion. And the effect is a loss of life. And as much as people want to say that it's not really a life and it's not this, it's not that, and just taking away all the sacredness that is birth and the magic that is creation, to me, to devalue that process is to, honestly, it's basically damning yourself, in my opinion. Because what you're doing is you're arguing from the perspective of a creature that was birthed, that experienced being birthed. So for you to argue that the irrelevancy of a fetus or a what's the word, an embryo, is just, to me, it's just so damn, I was about to say the R word. I don't like using that word in like a non-joking sense, and even in a joking sense, it's offensive. And yeah, I'm not politically correct. I'm gonna preface this also by saying I'm not always gonna say the politically correct thing, and I don't honestly care that I should. But I think when things actually damaging to people's emotions and stuff, that's when you got to step up and stop being an asshole. And I guess that, I don't know if politically correct really means that anymore. I don't know if it ever really meant that. But being cognizant of someone or another group's emotions is very important. And just like being just, stand up about how you address a topic. Because my grandma always says something, it's not what you do, but it's how you do it. It's like not what you really argue, but it's how you argue it. And I think that any person that's been born really has, I'm not going to say has no right, but any person that has been born has to see that, the process of being born is sacred. It really is. Like, if you've ever laughed in life, if you ever enjoyed a damn thing in life, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us have, given all the terrible experiences that have happened across the board in everyone's lives, I'm sure there's some joy that we can glean from it, some sort of entertainment, some sort of pleasure. And you're telling me that was just... And this whole argument that don't bring kids into a world like that's so messed up, it's just so selfish. It's such a selfish perspective. And I understand that it's also selfish to overpopulate. I understand in a different, there are areas of the world where that's just not an option anymore. And that's a very real possibility for pretty much anywhere that has people at some point, I think. I don't know exactly how it works, but I believe there is a balance to the thing. I think if you look at it from one end, you're looking at it from that one end. And you're not really asking yourself, well, if we made some slight adjustments, maybe there would be a compromise for both parties, You're going to have to give, but you're going to take a more pleasurable outcome for both parties. And I think that more pleasurable outcome is still giving women the 100% right to their body, but at the same time, really bringing in the level of severity that comes with an abortion. And I don't mean by some tax or some monetary, I think women that get abortions should be mandated. If not mandated, they should be definitely hardly recommended to therapy, because the amount of psychological damage that I feel, and I'm not even speaking from a woman's perspective, but I feel that would do to a person, just a person in general, like not even speaking like, but women and men are different, like, and that's a whole nother debate, but just the severity of having abortion, I feel, is something that definitely needs to be looked at, like, as a society. We need to look at it more, and we need to offer some serious counseling for women that have to do that, because it's not like you get to have an abortion, it's yay, lucky me. I don't think anyone should ever want to have that in their lives, and no one should really aim for that. Yet I feel like when the argument is that, it's not a life, it's nothing, it's not even a piece of shit, like, it's just like people are so disgustingly devaluing the life of an unborn child to the point where I feel it's making it too okay in the minds of people to get an abortion. It should be a necessary evil. It shouldn't just be a convenience. It's not convenient to anybody to have to do that shit. And I think that, and it's not even a right, honestly. I think it's like, it is a right, but like, it's just like one of those, I don't know. It's not something that should be taken so lightly. And I understand there's a lot of girls that I know that kind of they have, like, one thing I noticed about a lot of girls, and I'm speaking in generalizations because I know not every girl thinks like this, but I noticed that a lot of girls and men have this habit of being very sarcastic and ironic about situations that are really dire. As a coping mechanism, they just make it into like a very big joke. And I feel like that's appropriate in some level of the stages of acceptance and grief that come with, you know, a traumatic experience. But we can't let that be the narrative that
Our base is under attack.
that you know it's just some big joke that you have an abortion. It's just not. It's not. It's not funny. And I know this may sound really stupid coming from a guy. Let me say again, I didn't ask to be a guy. I'm just a person on this planet Earth, and I just observe and evaluate what I see and what I feel to come to terms on things. And I feel like my word matters just as much as a girl's. Like, not my right to do an abortion or not to do an abortion, but my right to speak on, you know, certain things I feel is just as important to hear my aspect and my side of things. Because if you're only looking at it from one side of perspective, you're not really getting the whole view of the effect that that has on the overall world and those around you. Like, everything isn't just about you. That's not what the Constitution is just about, like every single person. It's about the group as a whole operating in a way that makes sense. Like, because we all have our own interests. We all have our own, like, we all have our own interests. Yeah, just as simple as that. And I think that, you know, what's it called? I think because we all have our own interests, like,
I am the moonlight that breaks through the
damn, I gotta
darkness.
pee. Damn, I don't want to leave this debate though. I'm getting into it. Okay. So, yes, back to what I was saying. I think abortions are necessary, and I'm a pro-choice, but I am also pro-life in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not pro-life in the way that it's politically defined, but I am for life, and I think that should always be the last option that you consider is an abortion. It shouldn't be the first thing that comes to your mind when you get pregnant. Oh, I gotta get an abortion. It's like, damn, that's really what we're getting to, where it's just that easy. Like, it's just the first option. It's just like, it seems like for a lot of girls, I think it's the only option. The only option is to get an abortion. And I understand when you get to the point where you're pregnant, yes, that is probably what it feels like. And it is like kind of one of your only options out of, you know, a few different ones. But it's like, bro, it's like, geez, what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say here instead. Damn, I'm losing it. I have like really good points. Oh, the abortion. As someone that's been born, you know, you have to speak with it with a level of humility. I feel like people who are just so, like, not self-aware, so unaware of their own self, those are the types of people that say those weird lines where it's just like, yeah, I wish I wasn't even born. Like, I wish I was reported. Like, it's just like, bro, okay, dude. We understand, like, you are very frustrated with life, and that's 100% normal and stuff. But in the context of this debate, don't put your own personal, like, grievances over the lives that are not even yours. You know what I mean? Like, that's like making it all about you and shit, and it's just not the place. There's a place for that, and that energy needs to definitely be directed towards bettering yourself, but it's not bettering you to just go and stand on a hill where it doesn't even make sense that you're standing on this hill. Like, why are you advocating for something that doesn't even make sense for you to make that point? That would be dangerous for other people to experience that perspective because it's self-destructive, in my opinion. I don't like to look at it like that. And it's like, I wasn't even a planned birth, you know? I kind of just happened, like, I think on accident, to be honest.
The way of the arrow.
And because of that, it's just like, bro, I'm thankful that shit didn't happen. I didn't get aborted. I mean, I would never have experienced all the crazy things that I experienced. So, like, you just got to ask yourself, like, man, and I understand, I totally am there for, what's it called? Abortion. Like, I just, as much as it sounds like I just don't like abortion, blah, blah, blah. And that's the thing that pisses me off so much about when I feel like someone makes a reasonable argument and you're like, so you don't like that. And it's like, no, I like the idea of that. I think that's an amazing discovery that we've been able to do something like this. And it's amazing because it can really solve amazingly difficult to solve problems that a lot of people could be faced with. But at the same time, that's not the only solution to that problem that people are faced with. I think people think that is the answer to the problem, when the real answer is to be a lot more careful with sex. I think too many people are getting so comfortable with unprotected sex, and they get so comfortable with just birth control that may or may not work, and they just put too much faith into these ideas, and it's just like, how do you even accidentally do that shit? To me, it's just, I mean, I got in some close calls. Like, I'll admit there were some close calls, I think, and I've only ever went in protected. But I guess I could see how it could happen on accident. I guess I could see that. I could definitely see it happen on accident. I don't think that's a problem, though. I think for the most part, as long as you wrap up and you're careful, cognizant about what you're feeling during the process, and you're wholly serious about the consequences that could come of it, you're not going to make that mistake of just that mistake, bro. Not that life is a mistake, but that is, you put yourself in a position where you have to make a choice that no one should really feel comfortable making that choice. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, that's what needs to be preached. It needs to be preached that, there's a lead up to this problem that a lot of people are just not really. I mean, I feel like sex is just such a joke at this point. It's just like a tool. It's a tool. It's like some sort of like, I don't know. It's not sacred anymore. It just as like life itself has lost its sacredness, so has the sex. The sex isn't sacred. The child isn't sacred. We as adults aren't even sacred. What experience, what level, what period of the human experience is left to be sacred, if not the genesis and the ultimate demise of a life? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that we have to experience this shit happening to us to feel the things we should be feeling? It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating that I think, and I know this isn't every girl. And this may not even be a lot of girls. But this sometimes feels like it's the loudest girls, or the loudest guys on the opposite end of the spectrum that say, like, abortion is great. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. It's like, I love to have sex. I'm going to have as much sex as I want and as much abortions as I want. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and it's like, bro, it's just like, like, dude, I'm not saying people who get abortion should hate themselves. I'm actually saying the exact opposite. That's what I'm saying, that I think with abortions, there should be like mandatory psychological evaluations afterwards, because that is a serious thing to go through. It's so serious. It's like, it's so serious, guys. I mean, like, it's very bad. Like, it's very bad. And I know I'm just sounding redundant right now, but I don't know how many more times I can say how terrible having abortion really is when you think about it. The idea of having an abortion is just terrible. I think that needs to be said a lot more because that will make people a lot more hesitant to making the dumb decisions of, you know, getting to that point where they have to get an abortion. I just don't see it. I don't understand why people would love, like, why do they like going in unprotected when you know that's a risk. Like, that's something that is so, like, you shouldn't play with, bro. Like, not even a person plays with their own life like that. Like, you don't play with your own life, like, when you're on a bridge, you're, like, rocking the bridge or some shit. You're careful. You're like, bro, don't rock the bridge. Don't rock the boat. Make sure we're staying afloat. So why you do some dumb shit like that where you're putting... It's so selfish because it's not your life that you're threatening. You're threatening a life that isn't even created yet. A life that hasn't even gotten a chance to do anything. And that's the most innocent form of life. Like, when people devalue a fetus and an embryo, it's not the fact that it's so developed that I'm offended. It's the fact that it's so innocent and so unpart of the equation of the decision making, other than what you perceive the embryo as. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really evaluate and make the distinct call for that thing. How was I to say that thing? That creatures. I don't know, because, like, it's hard to, like, personify, you know. I guess in my own argument, I'm busting my own balls and my own chops here. But what I'm trying to say here is, you know, it's like an embryo is so innocent. It's so very innocent, and the fact that, you know what, I've heard it called before. I've heard it called by a girl that I personally knew, a parasite. And this person wasn't even like a terrible person. At least I didn't think they were. I just was like, in fact, before that they made that statement, I was pretty sure that they were like a friend of mine, to be honest. But they compared an unborn child to a parasite, and to me that's just so sad. It's so sad that you would view the miracle of birth in a child as that. It's just so sad, bro. It's really sad, because I feel like she's not the only person that has that opinion. There's a lot of girls that come to that conclusion, and I don't believe it's a conclusion of right mind. It's the conclusion of someone that's guarding themselves emotionally from the realities of the situation. And I feel like that's something that a lot of girls are kind of like subject to, and guys too. Definitely a lot of guys, especially if you're a feminine guy and you're influenced by a lot of women in your life, you're going to even be more likely to make a decision like that. But I feel like girls, my theory on girls and guys and how they're different, because this is another big hot topic debate. You know, we're equal. Yes, I agree that we are equal in terms of validity. I'd say a man is no more valuable to a woman than a woman is valuable to a man. I'd say they're both there in terms of importance, and it could be argued that you see that relationship of equality in any sort of dynamic between a man and woman, or at least a successful one, that yes, they have different experiences, but they complement each other. It's honestly the best compliment. A man isn't handsome unless he's next to a beautiful, pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? And a woman isn't pretty if she's next to a handsome man. Not necessarily. And that could be debated on itself too. But what I'm trying to say here is just to complement each other, just like red and green, orange and blue, yellow and purple. Yeah, color theory. You know what I'm talking about. You know, X's and circles. You know what I'm saying? Like squares and triangles. Some shit. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say here is, All right, we're gonna have one more match because this video is too damn long already. What I'm trying to say here is, men and women, they're equal in terms of validity, in terms of like how I value life. I see a man and a woman the same, you know, especially because like I preface, we don't pick to be men, we don't pick to be women. So how are you gonna just say, you know what? Like you weren't even part of the process of that. So how are you gonna say one is better than the other or worse than the other? It's so obvious to me, but explaining it's different. It's not as obvious to explain how I feel about it. But let me just say that even though men and women are equal on so many levels, they're equal. There's some things that you look at and they're not equal, or at least they're asymmetrical. You know what I mean? Like there's symmetry where it's like a reflection of the other side, and then there's symmetry where it's like balanced. It's like a more nuanced symmetry where like different elements kind of like create a balance in the overall, but it doesn't replicate from side to side. And I think the ones that don't replicate from side to side but create an overall balance would be certain things like average female strength, or average, or no, the actual thinking experience, the average thinking experience and emotional experience from a man to a woman could be very much different in a nuanced way, in a nuanced, balanced way, like where they complement each other. And I think that is the case where women are more emotional. And this is something we always see, that women are emotional, right? They're more emotional than men. And that makes, and a lot of women say like they're better equipped to deal with their emotions than men. And I don't think that that's always the case, or that is always right. Just because, you know, this whole like this whole like worn out statement that, you know, men have to bottle up all their emotions inside and women just to kind of like get to express it. Like, yes, that is true. But at the same time, there's also the other end of the spectrum where there are girls that are bottle up their emotions inside, and there are guys that express themselves, you know, quite often. And maybe one or the other sides just didn't feel heard, and that's the impasse that we're at. It's that maybe they did try to express themselves, but they just don't feel heard, and that's why they move on with a different perspective of expression. You know, does that make sense? Like, you know, you may have been a boy that was more willing to express yourself, but you were with a mom or a dad that made you, or both, that made you feel like that wasn't appropriate, and because of that, you kind of have yourself to be guarded. And the same thing can be with girls. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the male experience and the female experience is not 100% equal, but is 100% important. And when I say equal, I don't mean better or worse. I just mean they're different. They're different. You know, they're different. And I think there's some girls that just don't understand the idea that I think I'm getting at there. And I'm speaking in generalizations. I feel like there's a lot of girls that can grasp that concept and have the self-awareness and appreciate that perspective. And there's a lot, honestly, I feel like there's probably just as much idiot girls as there's just as much idiot guys, and just as much smart girls as there's just as much smart guys. Like, I'm really speaking in generalizations here. I'm not saying like this is the norm. I'm speaking in like generalizations. So by saying that, it doesn't like purposely, like it doesn't fully like clean my hands off, but it gives you a little bit of perspective of why I'm saying what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say here is a girl. Oh, what am I trying to say here, guys? I feel like I'm starting to wear myself out on this whole idea because I'm like really thinking hard. All right, let me think a little bit. What was I thinking? So, all right, here's my theory. Now, I don't want to be stepping on any girls' toes by making a theory, but my theory is that, yes, girls are very, God, I feel like my eye just twitched there. Girls just, they're very, what's the word? They do have a very pronounced emotional experience, but also with that comes almost an ability to shut it out, is what I think. Because my theory is that it's so intense. Some girls' emotions are so intense that they honestly have like a failsafe in their biological makeup that when they're too overwhelmed with emotions, they kind of just shut down in a sense where like they just can't really not that they can't come to terms with it, but every time they try to come to terms with it, it brings them to an emotional state where they have to like reset, and they have to constantly reset. And that's with everyone. I feel like everyone has to like constantly reset on so many different topics and viewpoints in their life. They have to like reassure themselves, reset themselves to like feel like appropriate again, feel like correct. Like we have to constantly right ourselves. We're navigating creatures. We go based off of adjustments that we make based off of our surroundings and stuff like that in the physical world. So it's the same in our like mental state. We make these like adjustments and stuff. But I think a lot of times girls get so overwhelmed because their emotional receptors are so much more open and intensely, like it's such an intense, like imagine it like electric current. Like the electric current is just almost too much for the machine that is processing those emotions. And that's why they kind of have like this system like reboot or the system failure, for like lack of a better term. And men have the same thing, but in a different way. I feel like when it comes to anger, I don't know. Like I feel like that anger, that aggression, sometimes that is, and same thing. Like we also have the problems with the emotions, and maybe it's the same problem, but it manifests differently. Because honestly, that would make more sense. It's the same. It's coming from the same place, but it becomes a different problem by the time it boils up through our chemical makeup, through the way that we just view the world and how we process our emotions, which I feel is different from men to women on average. Fuck. I feel like I'm about to have like a headache after this shit. Like, damn. I'm really trying to like explain that. And I hope I did just explain that. But yeah. The whole point of what I was trying to say there is like, damn. Gone. The whole point of what I was trying to say there is that I feel sometimes girls have like a overwhelming amount of emotions and stuff like that, where they're they kind of go on a system boot type of thing. And I feel like that's not as much of a thing for guys. For some reason, we just, whether we get bored or what, or we're just too stupid, or our emotional, thing is just a little bit, I don't know, it's so hard. It's like when I say that, I feel like as strong as I feel the emotions I've felt as a man, as strong as I've felt those emotions, I feel like women experience emotions on like an even more severe level, if that makes sense. And to me, that's one of the things I really admire about girls and women, is that they truly have like this perspective that is almost overwhelming. Like think about it. think about it, if you were just like a man and you were just suddenly plopped in a different body with a different set of hormones and brain form, like different looking, different brain. It's not everyone's brain is the same. Not everyone thinks the same. Like imagine how overwhelming it would be to just be shocked with a current that is so much more stronger than you usually faced with. Think about that. So, and there's a reason why I feel like women have that strong current, and your biggest strength can be your biggest failure too, though, because of that amazing amount of emotional power that a woman can feel. It leads them to become incredibly fearless mothers, and one side of the coin, and on the other side of the coin, it may make them an incredibly reclusive mother or reclusive emotional person, because the emotions are so intense and so overwhelming that's honestly, maybe that might be like one of the biggest battles a woman faces every day, is that sort of battle, whereas a man experiences a similar battle but not to the same degree and severity, and that allows them to direct their focus on other things. And I feel like that's why damn, what am I trying to say here is that I feel like that's why sometimes when men look at some things, and I'm speaking generalizations, not every man, but sometimes I feel like it's easier for us to take a step back sometimes and evaluate something from I guess I want to say like a logical standpoint, and that is this kind of argument is the one that will divide people, because when they hear that, they'll hear, oh, you think women are stupid or something like that. It's like, no, that's not the case, because there's plenty of genius women out there and plenty of dumb men, and there's plenty of genius men and dumb women. It's just I'm speaking in a generalization of the overall experience, just to give some context to those who haven't really come to an understanding of how they feel about certain things yet. What? I got all this commendment? I don't deserve it. Thank you, everybody. All right. But yeah, one more, guys. All right, yeah, thanks. I'm sorry. All right, just the last little final statements is, yeah, I think sometimes we are better advantaged to look at it from a logical standpoint, and because of that, that's why, as I feel like bringing it back to the topic of abortion, that's what I feel like the male perspective can be just as important sometimes in terms of discussing the problem of the situation. And I feel like we can also help come up with a solution, and it doesn't just have to be girls that come up with the solution of abortion because it's their problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's because it's more than just their problem. It's a group effort thing. Like, okay, I feel like that's fair. That's fair for me to say, right? And that's such a little piece of the pie. Don't think that's my sole perspective on the issue or just women and men in general, because I could talk about it for hours. Because when you think about it, there's freaking millions of hours of information that could be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, we don't even have the ability to fully express ourselves. I don't even think so. I don't even think so. I think that's why art and animation comes closest to that, because you can tell so much more than you can just by saying it. You can picture it. You can make them feel it through emotion by building a character that you have grown an attachment to, and you're looking from their perspective. You have no choice but to look from their perspective, in a sense. And that is why I feel like if the right person watches enough cartoons, they'll be good. And I feel like I'm that guy. I feel like I'm that guy that I've developed I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I watched enough things on YouTube, cartoons, everywhere, and experienced myself in life that I feel like I'm kind of in the right direction in like some of the things I'm saying. Not everything is going to be perfect.
All troops deployed.
I don't think it should. I think you can learn from your failures. And I think there may have been some things I said about girls that isn't fully correct on this video, but it's not to discredit girls because I wasn't I didn't choose to be a guy, and if I was a girl and I was talking about this, I think like, and I'm really speaking to the people that would have a problem with it because I'm trying to get at them, not get at them, but get from their perspective and advocate for all these different perspectives. So as far as I was doing that. I'm sorry, I'm drained. I'm honestly drained, but I'm really thankful for you guys to be here with me on this podcast. I'm gonna call this a gaming podcast. That's what I'm gonna call this because this is what this has turned into. A gaming podcast with myself. But yeah, I don't know why I started another game because I was pretty much at the end of that whole argument. But if we want to bring it back to the idea of abortion, is I feel that we've all heard of postpartum depression, right? That's when a woman, after giving birth, they experience such a overwhelming amount of emotion that they like reject the baby, and it goes against everything logical because some of these situations it's like comes from like pretty much what you would think is like a happy marriage, happy looking baby, like not like happy looking, but a healthy looking baby, and it's just like why would you think that because it's like when you think about it from a logical perspective, it's like it just doesn't make sense, and I think that's the key. When it doesn't make sense, we have to think about it from the more empathetic perspective that, hey, maybe there's something going on a lot deeper in the emotions of a woman during certain points of their life that we don't really talk about enough, because we have it in our mindset. They have it all figured out because women are more open emotionally than men are. And I think like that whole narrative is kind of false because I think, just as much as the men have been told to hold back their emotions from the guys, the girls have been told to hold back their emotions from their mothers, and the different aspects and different way they've been silenced and shut down, and certain things aren't talked about that we feel we shouldn't be talking about because it's a taboo topic, when really it's not a taboo topic. Just addressing something like that is just only really beneficial because no one picked to be a man or a woman. So let's stop tiptoeing around the idea that we're offending each other when really we shouldn't be dying on any hills that we didn't even create. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just saying, like, we have no real purpose other than to figure out and to become more comfortable. That is the only purpose, is to navigate. Like a creature literally is just meant to navigate. And that is what a little embryo is doing, man. It's navigating its surroundings. It's trying to. It's like kicking around, feeling around in there, feeling its face up and shit. It's like, what the hell am I? Like, what is going on right now? Like, think about the little things that a little embryo is doing in its little mind. Just because a mind is so small doesn't mean it's like not valuable or not interesting. It's the motherfucking genesis of our creation, man. It's how how the story begins. Like, what's more amazing than a prequel? Every time you see a prequel, you're like, damn, how did this shit start? This is interesting to see it from this perspective. So it's like, it's the same with like a baby, bro. And it's like, I'm not saying this to like, again, I'm definitely not saying this to like make people who have ever gotten an abortion feel bad. That is the exact opposite. What I'm trying to say here is that this is a very nuanced thing. And if you are feeling bad after getting an abortion, it's 100% normal. And I think it's part of the grieving process of the whole situation. I think it should be encouraged. that you accept that emotion. Oh shit. You accept that emotion and you move forward with it. And you don't let it define your very existence. You come to terms with it, watch it pass like a leaf on a river flowing past, you know? Like, really, that's how you got to deal with it, because that's how you deal with being a boy or a girl in the first place. You just accept that shit. You just accept the fact that you were born in America, you were born in this year, you're not gonna see fucking flying cars. You accept that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like our maybe we will see, I mean, we have seen flying cars, but like we accept that we're not gonna get to a certain point in the human development because we have an expectancy of things, and that comes from the fact that everyone dies. So we have to evaluate things with that same level of expectancy and awareness that we have about our genders and the future of our genders and all those things. Like I have it in my mind, the future of my gender is that one day I want to have a son or something like that, and if I don't, I want to adopt or something like that, so I can get that kind of feeling of fulfillment of having a child and shit. And it's like the same thing with a girl. She's probably thinking like, one day I'm gonna have that time where I'm doing what I'm biologically, in a position to be doing. Like I didn't choose to be doing this, but I am in a position to be doing it. And I think I have to take full advantage of my strengths, regardless of my weaknesses or whatever. I have to be fulfilling to myself, at the very least. Like, if you're not going to do it for mankind, at least fulfill your own self in a sense, you know? And I feel like, there are so many people that just devalue a unborn child. And the people that made the argument that, like, the church says never get an abortion and stuff like that, like, I agree with that to a certain extent. But, we've already come across situations where it just doesn't make sense. Like incest, rape. Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, this video is gonna get blocked for saying that word, because I know that word is like a very. I don't care about getting demonetized, but I hope this video doesn't get shut down just because I said that. Because in the context I'm using it, and that's one thing I'm afraid of is, like, I feel like a lot of times we're too afraid to have these conversations because we're afraid we're gonna get deplatformed or dehumified. Is that a word? Dehumanized, as because, like, oh, we're using these words. It's like, no, I think we're just more so curious as to what the fuck is going on. What the hell? I think, we're just more concerned. Is that an appropriate word to say? Like, I feel like the only time I'm really going to speak on something like this is because I'm concerned. I don't have anything to gain from talking about this shit. I'm not making money off of this. I'm not making friends off of this. I'm not making damn thing. If anything, I'm losing energy talking about this exhausting ass topic. But what I am concerned about is that hopefully my words help those who are concerned in their own self about this. Because I feel like a lot of what I see being said about it isn't hitting the mark. I see a lot of people just this, like, yo-yo effect where we're bouncing from one end to the other end of the spectrum. It's just so frustrating. It's like, bro, it's so frustrating. Most of all, I think, though, like, the biggest gripe I have with the whole thing is the argument that the life is just insignificant, so the choice to have an abortion is insignificant as well, and it's no big deal. I don't think there's anyone out there that's saying it's no big deal, but there's a lot of people saying that it isn't, like, that a child is not even a child, like, it is just a creature. It's not human, all these different weird things that people say about fetuses and stuff. Oh, it's not human. I just don't get it. I mean, we've evolved to a level where I would think that that's just not where we would be as a society. We're not going to be looking at ourselves as like animals, are we? I thought we were better than that. Not worth more, but better positioned to make a change in the world we live in, you know. As much as we evolved, and as much as we've conquered, and as much as we progressed, we need to apply that to the actual generation of the actual planet. You know? Like, I feel like if we can go to the moon, we should be able to end world hunger. You know what I mean? And it's stupid to think that way, but you know, there are already people out there doing it. You know, trying their best. I feel like this whole attitude that other people are doing it so we don't have to, it's a dangerous one. I don't want to be in a position where I'm so comfortable. Like that, like you apply that same thinking to like playing a game. Like you want to win the game with your teammates, but you don't want to just not do anything because then you're not even playing the damn game. Just because you have good teammates doesn't mean you just stop playing. You play harder. You're inspired by them. And that just leads the conflict to become greater and greater. And entering into my analogy, it's like the problems that we can solve are greater and greater. But yeah. Damn, I got killed. Yeah, I'm pooped. I definitely talked myself out on this one. It doesn't matter. I keep on going. I keep on trucking. Because nothing's gonna stop me, baby. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I would be content with surrendering right now because I'm just so pooped. This topic has just drained me. You can see it on my face. I'm done, bro. I will not be having another debate like that unless it's in the title and I make sure I'm getting some, not some clout, but some recognition off of the dressing room. I don't know. I might have scared off like half my anyone who was watching up until this point. I really commend you for watching and listening to me talk about that. Because this was meant to just be a gaming, like not a gaming stream, but it's meant to be a gaming episode. So let me bring it back to this game here. I don't know what is gonna happen here. I'm not too confident that we're gonna win. Yeah. We're not doing too hot. We got 4 deaths. I mean, 4 kills, 3 deaths, and 3 assists. Well, it looks like the person doing really bad on their team is the Argus doesn't seem to be doing too good. Our Odette is pretty good. So I'm gonna stick with Odette and Hilda. See if we can catch a dub with them. Yeah, we're straight. We're straight. So in this kind of position, what you want to do is you want to go and kill a monster, get a little bit of gold. So I'm going to go try to take out the green. So after you kill that, you just want to go clear out that bottom lane. You want to take care of those minions. Then you want to get the red buff, you know, because that's just like really good. Then you're gonna go support your teammate.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Damn, I'm getting messed up now.
The heart of a warrior never forgets.
Do that.
An ally has slain Lord. Enemy has been slain.
Look at how when I focus, we just turn that shit around, bro. All right. Clear up this mid lane because they're dead. They're dead for like a good little bit. So we're gonna push in. And yeah, I don't know. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? I wasted that.
Shut down. Your team
I can't believe I
destroyed the
wasted that
turret.
opportunity that we had. Come on, Lord. Come on. Why wouldn't you push with Lord? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Come on, Lord. No, 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 no. Yes, destroy the damn turret. Oh, they're eating him. Fuck, bro. If we just pushed with Lord, we would have been straight. Danny said, "Good game." That I hope that's a good game and not like a
Watch your head.
defeated good game. You know what I mean? Like, good game. I hope it's like good game. Good game. Shit. All right, I'm stupid. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just stick with this Hilda.
One day,
Guaranteed win
to the
if I stick with this Hilda.
burn it to the ground.
You're tanky. You'll give me the opportunity to strike, and then I'll kill him, and then I'll spill him. Yeah,
10 years. I have
trust
sharpened my
me,
sword
I'm
for
willing
this
to
moment.
drill them. They ain't ready. The blood, I'll spill it. Yeah, I really love to spin it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, what is going on there? I don't know. That was just shit. That was shit. I couldn't see anything. This is it, bro. They're coming down. They got enough firepower to literally kill us. And I don't know if 12 seconds or 11 seconds is enough. Yep, we're dead. Good game, good game, good game, good game. Good game, good game, good game. Good game.
Defeat.
Alright. Time to upload this fucking video, mate. Tune in tomorrow to the live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Fartin Martin channel. Goodbye. And thank you. Peace out.